The year is 2148, a future 200 years after Hitler's Third Reich emerged victorious from the War of Ascension. The Fourth Reich now occupies most of North America, with a sprawling capital city named New Berlin, built on the ruins of Washington, D.C. The absolute power wielded by the Führer and the Reich's high command is brutally maintained by a secret police force called Death's Hand. However, the Reich's total victory is not complete, as an experimental project 60 years earlier created a major source of organized resistance, a race of people capable of telekinesis and telepathy, which they call Psi Power. Having escaped termination by the Reich, these Chosen, as they now call themselves, formed a fanatical religion dedicated to further genetic manipulation, which they perceive to be a spiritual process. Among the Chosen's goals is the destruction of the atheistic Reich, and in more than half a decade of isolation, the Chosen have developed a culture and technology seemingly quite foreign to traditional civilization. For its part, the Reich now dedicates much of its military resources to executing the so-called final extermination of the Chosen. Death's Hand has been tasked with hunting down Chosen acolytes and traitorous humans, wherever they may be found. A man named Janus Cross is among its most highly decorated officers. When a mission goes awry and he is captured by the Chosen, Janus discovers he too has latent Psi abilities. The Chosen also reveal the horrors of the Reich to this former soldier, and Janus, tormented at his past sins, soon pledges a new allegiance to the religious order. There he meets Keira, an adept Psi user and true believer in the Chosen religion. As Janus wages war against the Reich with Keira at his side, he soon discovers his own Psi abilities far exceed that of any other Chosen disciple. As the battle against the Reich continues, Janus uncovers the true nature of the Reich, the dark origins of the Chosen, and realizes the full extent of his powers. The Chosen come to believe that Janus is their prophesied savior against the Reich. But Janus also uncovers shocking secrets about the religious order and its tangled relation to his own history. By the end of his incredible journey, only his sheer willpower, strength, and incredible abilities will stand in the way of a new worldwide holocaust, whether in the name of order or religion. In both the campaign and a variety of competitive modes, Reich will provide the player with a new kind of first-person action by altering the physical environment around them with Psi power. In doing so, we will reinvent the genre with a suite of fast-paced combat mechanics, such as acrobatics, physics-based attacks, and hand-to-hand combat. Psi powers will include the ability to telekinetically push, pull, and crush huge numbers of objects, deflect incoming projectiles, propel off of surfaces or fly, dash at superhuman speed, and even slow down time, among other fantastic abilities. At the touch of a button, players will be able to wield a mix of Psi power and a gun, dual guns, or forego the use of guns altogether and place their faith entirely in dual-handed Psi power. While the campaign will support 2-player cooperative play, over the internet up to 8 players will be able to battle in environments filled with physical interactivity, along with 4-player split-screen guest support. Rather than playing like a traditional shooter, Reich's combat will provide players with the raw power to rip apart the world around them and use the environment itself as weapons, all online via the PC, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3. The nightmarish future portrayed in Reich is one of seemingly endless darkness, whether from religious zealotry or state brutality. And yet hope remains in the form of one man tormented by the sins of his past. Only by trusting in his own conscience will Janus be able to navigate the treachery all around him and find a path to save what remains of our world and perhaps discover some form of redemption. Meanwhile, with amazing physical powers at their disposal in a new kind of first-person action game, players themselves will discover what it means to be a god among men.